Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James and I have an absolute inventory full of rubbish. And now that's because while you've been away, or while I've been away from the actual series, I've been doing a little bit of work to actually help us progress forward. So what I've been doing is I've been going down to the underground jungle and working on an area from Plantera. Now it's not actually done, right? It's not done. I need to finish it today and I hope you guys don't mind that because that's going to be a little bit boring, I'll be honest. But we need to get it done. So no randomizers today. Just progression and work. I've got some platforms ready. I've got all our hallowed bars. We'll favourite that, and we'll favourite. We'll try to get rid of some of this stuff real quick. All right. Okay. So nature, potions, fishing. Okay. All right. Nature. All right. Let's put all this stuff in. So then next time when we come back, we can actually use some of it. We'll get rid of these mushrooms. What else should we get rid of? I feel that's okay. I feel that's all pretty good. Oh yeah, I got a wedding dress. I also got a Yelitz while I was down there, which is a pretty good YOYO to be honest. It's a little bit better than the Amarok. As you can see, the Amarok does 50. Oh, one sec. All right, okay. I'm wearing something right now. I also got this. I also got the night vision helmet. If I replace this, this does 61 melee damage, and this one does 72. But I'm going to wear the night vision helmet until we go back down there, because the night vision helmet is actually pretty good. Alright, so, my friends, my enthusiasts, how are we all doing today? I hope you're all good. I didn't actually have a let's play yesterday, and I have a pretty funny story behind it. What kind of a funny story? So, the reason I didn't do a let's play episode yesterday was because I was going for, like, house viewings all day, right? As some of you may know, I'm actually currently looking for a house to live. You know, I want to move out. You know, I want to find my own place. And I've been searching now for about a month, right? And I've had a few places that have been snatched up beneath me. So, I go for this house viewing yesterday, right? It's the first one that I've actually liked. It was an affordable price, you know. It was all really good. You know, it was a really good place. But it just had a few little flaws that I was like kind of willing to work out. Like it'd been converted from like a student accommodation place, so some of the doors needed replacing and such. But I was more than willing to like put in the manual labor and get this house like perfect to what I want. You know, I had already visioned what my studio was going to look like, blah blah blah. You know, it's all good. So I was talking to my girlfriend, and I said to her, I was like, hey, you know, I found this place. You know, I kind of like it. You know, it's not amazing. And she said, well, what's the area like? You know, do you know what the area is like? I was like, no, not really. She was like, well, how about we have a look what it looks like from outside? You know, can you show me? Because she didn't come with me, like. And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, it's like it looks like a kind of a shop on the outside. I'll show you what it looks like. And so we type in the address to get it up on Google Maps, as you do. And the first article was, I'm not going to reveal the location because do you know what I mean? It's just like safety and all that stuff. But the first the first thing that came up was blah 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 street in whatever city I'm in is the most dangerous street in the city. I was like, oh god. And I kept reading on, and it was, you know, there was interviews from people, you know, saying there'd been 7 burglaries a month, right? And I'd almost rented this place, like I was going to put down the money today, so thankfully narrow escape, I won't be getting that one. But I thought that was really funny. I thought that was a really funny story, like, because I was so convinced that I was going to get it, and then, you know, it turned out to be like a death trap, and I find that really funny. But yeah, that's why there was no let's play yesterday. Alright, okay, so now that the story time's out of the way, I've got a few more house viewings tomorrow. We're going to talk about Terraria. Okay, we'll get back into Terraria mode. Okay. Zip. Right, I'm in Terraria mode. Okay, so I've been building a box arena for Plantera like I usually do for all my fights. This is where it was. I actually died yesterday because I was on the phone. Somebody rang about a property. And so I died, but this is what I've built so far. Now this should allow for me to move around. I feel like it's not like wide enough, but I'm not too sure yet. And there's a little tombstone. But this is how deep it is. It's very deep. I made it very deep so that the platforms, you know, the little spike balls won't come back and hit me. I may make it a little bit deeper now that I'm seeing it now. But usually I make it out of like a block. Like I find a big area in in the jungle, and then I kind of like you know, put a big block around it and such. I couldn't really do that with this because there was no big areas in my jungle. So what I did was I just cut into the ground here, and it'll show you just how compact my jungle is, because it allows me to make such a big area like this without actually like cutting into anything. Like this is all pretty much like block that I've just mined away. So I'm going to keep mining. Like I said, this episode's going to be a little bit of a boring one unless we can actually get a Plantera fight in there, and I don't think we're going to be able to this episode. But that's okay. You know, you got to do the daily grind to actually get to the good stuff. Yeah. But what I did do yesterday while I was not recording, I had some great ideas for a life hack. Like for some life hack stuff. I wanted to kind of bring the series back to its basics. I wanted to do some kind of beginner ones, like for some of the new people. Like I gain like 200 to 300 subscribers a day. New people every single day, right? And I bet some of them people are even watching this one, right? And I know a lot of people that subscribe to me are not like actually like veterans in Terraria, and that's why they subscribe, because they see me, they know I'm a very helpful guy, you know. They watch some of my life hack series, you know, they watch some of my other series, you know, they know I know my stuff, and they come to learn a little bit about Terraria. So I wanted to bring some more stuff like that in. You know, the series is called Life Hacks, and that was kind of ambiguous to tips and tricks. So I'm looking forward to making another one of them and helping out some of the new people and such, and you know, catering to the old one. So the next one that you see, the next Life Hack series video, I'm pretty excited for, because it will be a mix between old and new. Like it will be, here's some stuff if you're a veteran, you know, here's a little bit more if you're new. And the series as a whole should really complement each other, because with four episodes, you know, it's not a bad series of videos at all. It's a series that I'm actually quite proud of. So, right, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this to this. I'm gonna put up some torches because it's a bit dark, and I might take off the helmet. I know it's a little bit, well, to be honest with the torch, it's not too bad. Because anyway, I just wanted to do it because I didn't want to get killed during this, and the extra defense is actually good. It's what killed me yesterday, messing around with that helmet and getting a call, obviously, but mainly having that helmet on when I got attacked. Tell you what I did do yesterday when I was doing this, I actually put down this little bad boy here. Got some minions out, which we should really get to spider minions now, because we use minions just for casual stuff anyway. But we have got a Yellet, and somebody actually emailed me saying a really good suggestion for how to kill Plantera with a Yellet. So to be honest, we may try it out. I like sticking with what I've got just because it's what I know. But to be honest, it would be a pretty fun fight. So we have to do it. We have to do it twice anyway to get the golem key. I think that's right. No. I can't remember why we do it twice. I don't. You get the temple key. All right. Okay, that was it. You used to do it twice because you'd have to do it the second time to get the chest key, the biome chest key. And we don't actually have to do that anymore because we already have a biome chest key, and they drop naturally now. So we should be okay. So we should be able to just carry that on. And oh, look, a mimic. Always get messages about mimics. Right, what? Alright, equipment. What one do we have? We have a diamond hook. Now, okay, so let's see how far a diamond hook goes. Okay, that goes up to that little... Oh, God, we're getting killed. Alright, so alright. It goes up to about there. Right, okay, let me try and memorize that. And then let's swap this out for this one. Does it go a little bit further? I feel like it goes, if not the same, a tiny little bit further. But we're going to have it because at least we can do dual hook and stuff now. Okay. Alright, cool. That was not a bad investment in terms of finding it. 100th jungle bat. Oh, yeah. Tell you what, whenever I kill them big fish, I think about the little arena that we used to have for doing that with the slime staff in the old series for money. Okay, I'm going to heal up because we're getting a little bit low on health. And I'm going to try to finish this little area. I feel like this is going to be enough. I feel like it's going to be... I may cut a little intersection in the middle just to give this guy something to grapple onto. So I may do this like this. Like, cut away at it. I feel like this is going to be enough. I've got depth meter there. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's get some things away. Got that trippy armor going on. God, I really don't like this armor, how it multiplies like that. It really gives me a headache. Okay, so that seems good enough. So you'd fight Plantera, you'd be like, okay, bam, 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 bam. And you jump down here, you'd be like, bam, 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 bam. And I feel like that is long enough. It's definitely long enough. Or at least I think it is. For sure. Well, if we lose one fight, we lose one fight. Alright, so the rest of the episode now is dedicated to finding a Plantera bulb. We've got a Philosopher's Stone. I already have one of these, so... I've already crafted it using it into something else. Or a calcul. Get rid of that. Can I put this on accessories? No. Okay, yeah. Quick depth meter, we'll put that on accessories. Just so it's out the way. And what else should we get rid of? That. Jungle Bat banner, don't really care for them banners. Platinum, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of our diamond hooks, we're not going to be using it anymore. Even if it is slightly better, I still like the dual hook feature. Alright, okay, so it's Plantera bulb finding time, which can be a very frustrating episode, I know. Because one, we can't find one sometimes, and two, I know if I miss one, I'm going to get hailed in the comments for a lifetime. So, hailed in a bad way. So, yeah. So, I'm not looking forward to this, but it's okay. We can progress onwards. Like I said, no randomizer today. I want to get lots of production done. And then, once all that is done, I'm sure we can move on to some other stuff. Should we do a queen bee fight? Thought we should. Ooh, look at all that honey dripping out. Nice. God, I really don't like the queen bee fight. I feel like it takes too long. I don't know. This is not my favourite type of fight. Come on, YOYO, do your work. Okay, almost done. Go on, go into the YOYO. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got some bee nades now, which is good, because bee nades are fun. We got a little bee down here. Nice. Ooh, I thought that was going to clear up that lava then, but not as much as I think. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll start looking this way. It's a good thing we got this night vision potion, because that's going to look a little bit better. Now, there are loads of tips for actually finding Plantera bulbs, and I do know quite a few of them. But, to be honest, I don't really want to scour my map to see, like, my actual mini-map to see where it is. I'd rather just find one on its own. Like I said though, this can take a very long time, so if we don't find one, it's okay. And if I go past one, it's alright. You guys can tell me in the comments. I'll probably go find it again, because they don't despawn, do they? So, okay. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled, and you guys can join me for this little adventure, just for now. Okay. Alright, so what bosses have we got left? We've got Plantera, got Golem. Oh, Life Fruit. I forget we even have Life Fruit at the minute. I thought Life Fruit comes after Plantera. Oh, we should look for some Life Fruit then as we're playing. So if I've been missing any of that as well, I do apologise. Oh, a moth. You gonna drop some moth wing? A moth wing. Okay. Alright, okay. So I just want to talk about one thing. I really like the bee's knees. Like, it feels very special to me because it was like the item that I got to show to the world before anyone else, and that makes me feel really happy. So we're gonna keep the bee's knees in our inventory just because. Alright, okay, so let's start the quest for Life Fruit and a Plantera bulb. Okay, let's begin. Okay, nothing there. And nothing up here. So, well, while I'm doing this, and I know it's a little bit frustrating, like I said, it's a frustrating episode, it's okay. Let's talk about, what should we talk about? So, oh, here was a really cool thing. A lot of people were asking me, I did a channel update the other day, I don't know if you guys saw it. It's okay if you didn't, because you can just expect content whenever. One of the things that I did in the video was, in the background, I had playing a game. And people keep asking me what the game was. It was Harvest Moon for the SNES. Right, okay, I died. Don't worry, I'll cut back in. And I'll cut back in with the story too. Okay, so I've cut back in, and we're going to carry on the story. So the game was Harvest Moon for the SNES from 1996, I believe, was the original release. And, well, the reason is I was just playing it because I'd never actually played one before, and I own a Wii U. And I feel like when you own a Wii U, you have to wait a long time before there's any kind of big releases that you really like, or before anything comes on the virtual console that you actually kind of really like. So I bought this game, you know, knowing that I like simulation games, you know, I really like RPGs, and honestly, I have fallen in love with this game. It's awesome, right? It's Harvest Moon, absolutely fantastic. If you own a Wii U, I really recommend it. I know there is later ones in the series, but what I'm going to do is, so I've done my little bit of research, is I'm going to play through Harvest Moon on the SNES. I'm going to try and get as far as I can. And then I'm going to go straight to, I'm going to skip Harvest Moon 64. because that's on an N64 and I don't own one of them currently. And probably, to be honest, I probably never will, because I wouldn't really be bothered with setting up an old console on a new TV. Like, it just, yeah. So, yeah, so like, I'm probably going to skip 64, skip the GBC remake, and then go straight to the GBA one, Friends Mineral Town. And then I'm going to play through that. So, that was the game. A lot of people were wondering. I felt like I should, like, talk about it on video at least, and just kind of talk about what I was playing. Oh yeah, and one thing I was saying before, I said, what bosses do we have left? If you don't already know, if you're new to the game and you've not got this far yet, the bosses that we have left that we're looking for is, we are gonna fight Plantera, big green thing. We're gonna fight Golem after that, because oh yeah, the temple key, because we need the temple key. And then we're gonna fight probably the I don't know. Probably, I don't know whether Plantera or one of the new events. The new events include like the Martian Alien event, blah blah blah, and then it's the Cultist event. So I imagine we're probably going to do. I'm not sure. I feel like we can go straight to Plantera, because I did straight to Plantera in 1.2, so I'm not too sure yet. But and then after that we have the Moon Lord, and then what happens to the series? Well, the series will probably continue. Yeah, so that's what we have planned. They're the bosses we're looking for. And, yeah, that's basically it. Okay. Alright, so I did take a Spelunker Potion. This should make it a little bit easier to find the life fruit, at least. Hopefully I don't go past the Plantera bulb. Hopefully. I don't feel like they shine up on a Spelunker Potion. So I'm going to have to keep a close eye out. Like I said, if I miss it, guys, you guys can tell me. I'll go back and find it tomorrow. Okay, so where's it going to be? Alright, let's try and not get killed. Have I got my my proper mask on? I feel like I have the night. Yeah, I have the night one. Yeah, we'll put on this one, make it a little bit dark, but that's okay. I'd rather just live. Ooh, ooh. I say I'd rather just live, and then I absolutely shoot myself in the foot. Oh, there's another strange plant there. I feel like we should take that. I feel like we should get rid of some of these blocks though to take it. We'll get rid of some of these beeswax. I only killed the bee fight for fun. Oh, I tell you what we should do. While we're here, is put our money in the chest. Okay. Alright, come on, buddy. Come out here. Alright, we'll yo-yo our way out. There we go. Alright, so I'm trying to keep a close eye and also fend off enemies. This is a really hard place to be honest, right now. Got a lot on our plate coming here. Alright, so I feel like we should dip, dive, and dodge down to here. And, okay. The thing with Plantera bulbs is they just kind of pop up when you stop looking, really. So you're just kind of mining along, you know, just minding your own business. You know, you're looking for life fruit, bam, Plantera bulb. It's kind of how it works. I feel like the game knows. It knows when you've stopped looking. And then it's like, here, you can have what you've been looking for all this time. An ancient cobalt helmet, that's quite nice. I'm sure that'll make a nice little mannequin piece if I keep it. Alright, I'm going to come in here because we're just getting absolutely mauled for no reason. Okay, let's get rid of you guys. Okay. Pull the torch. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's look at a little mini-map. We've not explored this area here, so I'm going to cut through to here. Alright, hopefully the bees don't kill me. Okay. Right, I'm going to put down a... Ooh, I'm going to put down a hornet. Well, I'm going to do a hornet staff now. Because I keep getting killed by stuff. Well, I keep getting a lot of attacks. I'm like... Yeah, I'm really cautious about it. Okay. Alright, so let's progress onwards. Okay, so this is granite. This is like... Oh, okay. Oh, I need another Spelunker Potion. Quite clearly. Because there was a life fruit there. I would not have seen that if I wasn't keeping a very keen eye out. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so minecart track. Oh, hey buddy. We finally found you. Oh my god, and we've got enough. Shop. Yo-Yo glove. We finally have it. That's awesome, right? And this is the format C, right? So it's 35 melee damage compared to 72. I'm so glad we finally have this. This is awesome. I'll tell you one thing that I don't like. I'm going to say this right now. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's I've never got it. I don't know why they have so many different types of yo-yo counterweights. Like, to my knowledge, and I feel like this is right. Like, I've checked this up a few times. They don't have any varying difference, but there's 6 types. Like, that really... I feel like... I don't know. It don't really make sense to me, but I feel like this is probably how it all went down. They wanted to add yo-yo dice. They gave the job to an artist. They said, okay, we want some yo-yo dice. And I reckon that all 6 of them, because they're really good, they are really good. I reckon all 6 were so good that they were just like, okay, we'll add all 6. I felt like that was the case, but I wouldn't be too sure on that one. But I feel like that's a quite logical explanation for why we have 6 yo-yo dice that all do the same thing. I feel like they should have varying different things, like they should have various effects, like, ooh, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, I got another Medusa's head. I feel like, let's get rid of this Jungle Rose, and this. I feel like for example, like that red counterweight should do a little bit of fire, like the actual yo-yo, like weight, the varying weight, like the actual counterweight, when it hits something, it should do a little bit of fire damage. And maybe like the green one does like some kind of grass damage, like some same kind of effect as the you know, the Dryad, like maybe it lowers its defense, you know. Maybe the blue one should cause like, I don't know, like sticky, like slimes or something, and cause like slowness. I don't know, it'd be nice to have some subtle differences. But to be honest, the yo-yo is a very powerful weapon already, so I can understand why it's not the case. Maybe some balances are due. Maybe. Okay, so let's see. We have honors. We have a dice. We have a die. I feel like we should get some... I feel like I've got silk at home, but I want to make sure I got yo-yo string so that we can actually make the, do you know, the full set? So we'll get some... Oh, that's weird. Okay, we'll get some cobwebs real quick. Alright, okay, let's clear out the... Ooh, let's just take our life fruit. Okay, let's kill this guy, take out this guy, get all the cobwebs we need. I think 40 will do it. Should be some more up here. So we can take some from if we need some out the house. Okay, so let's work on this. Alright, so we need a yo-yo string. And I believe I have some somewhere, or one somewhere. Okay, this may, yeah, okay, precise white string. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now let's go over to our Tinkerer Station, which is at the bottom. Let's put our die in there, let's put the Philosopher's Stone on there. A die, a yo-yo glove, and then this should be it, right? This should be the yo-yo bag. Okay, wow, and it's just a normal accessory. So, let's see if we can enchant it real quick. One defense, 2 defense, plus 3 damage. I can dig that. So it gives the user master yo-yo skills. So should we go test this out? I think we should test this out. Should be fun. I feel like we should actually be able to do Plantera with this now. Like I feel like it's actually a viable option now. Okay, so let's go. Ooh. Alright, so it's currently a little bit of a storm. So if we go to the ice biome, we should have like an ice golem to fight against or something. Wow, look at that. That is cool, man. Yeah. Alright, so this is the spawning location for one. Like the big guys. Yeah, that is, well, that is pretty masterful. So what is that? That's 2 yo-yos and a counterweight. That's cool. Nez would be very happy with that. Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like this is our Plantera killing device right here. Not sure why the frames keep dropping there. Alright, well, that's going to do it for today's episode. I'm sorry I couldn't find... Hey, there you go. Should we test it on this guy? Let's see how much damage we do. I'm really sorry I couldn't find a Plantera bulb. I'm going to try work on one on my own time until the next episode. But that's all I got time for today. I got some other stuff to be doing today, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah. Alright, should we... Alright, let's get rid of these guys. Man. And we'll grab this frost core. Okay. Alright, man. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. My name is James, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in, and if you're new today, welcome to the channel. My name is James. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.